Hello, everybody. I'm here today to talk about the Major League All-Star Game, which is tonight, depending on when you're watching this video, but it is Tuesday morning at like 1 o'clock when I'm in the morning when I am doing this commentary. But I'm here to talk about as a lot of people opinions is that the All-Star Game is completely fucked and that there's a lot of problems with it. And I'm here to talk about what Bud Selig can do to fix it. You know, I'm only 16, so I don't know if anyone really cares about my opinion, but I watch baseball all the time. I watch MLB Network all the time. I know pretty much everything about every team, and I'm watching it right now, as a matter of fact. But anyway, what Bud Selig can do to fix it, and let me start off as if you guys don't know, but I'm sure most of you do, that the MLB All-Star Game is what I mean by that is the winner of the Major League All-Star Game, the American League or the National League, goes on to get home field advantage in the World Series. And, I'm about 95% of the people, 95% of Major League fans hate this rule. And let me go ahead and use an example. I'm a Texas Ranger homer, so of course I'm going to use this as an example. But last year, World Series, we're playing the San Francisco Giants. We finished the season with a better record. We should have if it was any other sport, we'd have home field advantage, and the series could have gone completely differently. I just don't really think that home field advantage should be decided by the All-Star Game. You know, let's see, David Price starts for the American League. One of the better pitchers in the league. He has a rough game. Everyone has rough games. It just happens to be the All-Star Game gives up, 3 earned runs in the first inning. And then, let's say Josh Johnson starts for the National League and he comes out and pitches the game of his life, only a couple innings, of course, because, no one really pitches more than like 30 pitches in the All-Star Game. So Josh Johnson pitches outstanding, and then, Cliff Lee comes in, Roy Halladay come in and pitch outstanding, and then a National League wins. And then let's say a team like San Francisco or something sneaks into the playoffs barely, Let's say a wild card team sneaks into the playoffs barely, Or let's just say it's the NL West, because they're kind of like the AL West for the division, isn't that great? So let's say there's a team that's only about 5 games above 500 that makes the playoffs. And they would get home field advantage. Does that not make sense? A team that can have the best record in the playoffs facing a team that could have the worst record in the playoffs, and they get the home field advantage. That just doesn't make sense to me. I really don't know what he was thinking here. People watch the All-Star Game anyway without it being important. I know I do. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch and people have fun. But so I just think that if I were Bud Selig, I would get rid of that rule immediately. It's honestly one of the dumbest things in all of sports to have it a game that's just supposed to be fun for the fans. It's mainly supposed to be a fan experience. The Home Run Derby, the Celebrity All-Star Game, the All-Star Game in general, it's supposed to be just fun for the fans, a break for the players. I must need 3-4 days off. And that's just something important. For the fans, I'm sure the players like having fun in this. They don't want to take this seriously. They have 162 games they have to take seriously. I just don't understand it. Another thing I don't like is not don't like. I'm just saying I think something Bud Selig should add is make the All-Star break a little bit longer. What I mean by this is, I'll use this year as an example. The All-Star Game is on Tuesday. Home Run Derby Monday. The last game of the first half was on Sunday. The last 2 games. So this means pitchers who pitched on Sunday, by rule, are not allowed to pitch in the All-Star Game. So it's CC Sabathia. Who else? There's somebody else they're talking about. But anyway, yeah, if you pitched on Sunday, you can't pitch in the All-Star Game, no matter if you were selected or not. Something that I think should be added is, move the Futures game to Monday. If you guys don't know what the Futures game is, it was on Sunday this year at in the middle of the day. Move that to prime time on Monday. Move the Home Run Derby to Tuesday, and then have the All-Star Game be Wednesday. That way pitchers who pitch Sunday can, pitch maybe 20, 30 pitches in the game and be a part of the All-Star game. You know, have of course the they have the off day on Thursday that happens every year, and get back to work. I think that'd be good. I mean, that way anyone can play in the All-Star game. You don't have to have some rule to where if you pitched on Sunday you can't pitch, and it would give a little bit more needed break to these are players that play every day. It's wear and tear on their bodies. And, they just need a break. And I think, 4 days of break, I think that'd be good for them, especially the veterans player, who, have been around for a long time. And let's face it, their bodies aren't the sharpest. So I think that'd be good for them. That's just some things I think Bud Selig can add. What do you think, the All-Star game can change? I think all the other things are cool. I'm just saying, don't make the game mean something. It's just fun for the fans, fun for the players. Don't make it to where, I mean, it's not like it's a trophy or anything. They're playing for home field advantage in the World Series. That is a huge, huge deal. If it goes Game 7, that is a huge deal. And I just think that is honestly the dumbest thing in sports, to have the All-Star game mean something. The NFL All-Star game isn't even in the middle of the season. NBA All-Star game, they make that fun, there's no defense and all, just dunking and dunking. And then the NHL All-Star game, I don't watch that, but they did a pretty cool thing this year with the draft, where players, they just had 2 teams and they drafted. I thought that was a very cool idea. But anyway, what do you guys think that Bud Selig could do to change the All-Star game? Because it's probably one of the worst All-Star games in sports. I'll be dead honest. Baseball's my favorite sport, but I honestly think it is the worst All-Star game, with it meaning something and players having a ton of pressure on them to play good in this game. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Make sure you rate, comment what you think, and subscribe. Alrighty. Go American League.